What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Back again for another deck tech video for all of you. We are going to be covering another one of the decks that I think is one of the better crafts for beginners looking to climb and learn a different archetype, which in this instance would be like a control archetype type deck. And that deck is going to be the CorVIna deck. This deck kind of dumpsters aggro and has a lot of other solid matchups across the board with being able to wear your opponent out of resources with all of your spells and stuff in the beginning, Brood Awakening, all of your other tokens to help you, draw out the game to get to your late game win conditions, and then obviously being able to kind of destroy their health bar with your Ladros, Atrocities, your CorVinas, and maybe a little bit of burn on the side as well with like the Mystic Shots and stuff. Some versions play like Get Excited as well to do like a more burn style closer, but this deck is more focused on survivability, chipping away your opponent's resources and surviving from there. So we're just going to do a really quick overview. We play the Spider package, Elise, Brood Awakening, and Vile Feast, and the Frenzied Skitterer to survive early, get tokens potentially. If your opponent draws dead and we have like a really nuts opening, we can just kind of swarm the board and kill them before they can stabilize, which is not necessarily this deck's prime win condition, but it happens for sure. So that's a nice little win con. And then we play just a bunch of spells: Thermo Beam, Mystic Shot. We play the Gotcha, which is pretty decent. We play the Static Shock as well, just a one-of copy, just to kind of round out our. It's kind of like another whale against like other token decks or something to try and keep up on board with their like Brood Awakenings or stuff like that, or potentially just get those finishing touches on some other minions and stuff. But we play Grasp, we play Whale, lots of survivability here, just remove their creatures, kind of survive. We play Vi. Since we're playing so many cheaper spells and cheaper things, we can pump her up really quick and use her as a tempo 5 drop to get a couple good removals on creatures that we might not be able to get with our spells, or remove like a big creature that we wouldn't be able to remove normally. We play Vengeance, and the one I was playing in the video actually plays only one Atrocity and one Ruination. The Ruination's decent against like Demacia midrange stuff because it's very likely they will get ahead on board if you don't draw well enough, and finding this and being able to play it on curve on 6 with 3 banked spell mana can completely change the pace of the game in your favor and allow you those crucial few turns to get to your late game stuff. And our win cons here obviously are Commander Ladros. When you play him, you have your enemy's Nexus rounded up, so if they're at 19, you would deal 10. And so on and so forth. But if you can get a little bit of chip damage in with him and then have the Nexus, you are going to be able to potentially look for an Atrocity. I definitely might consider just cutting something for another Atrocity. Maybe even a Gotcha. I feel like the Gotcha is like not necessarily the strongest in this deck, and I can see why people potentially cut Glimpse as well, because it can be pretty awkward depending on your meta, like what you're facing a lot of. Can be pretty awkward to find a spot to actually get a Glimpse going. But I think Glimpse is like a safe kind of ladder card. I mean, I personally include it, but I can see why people cut it, is basically what I'm trying to say with that. So yeah, maybe go down like a Gotcha, go up an Atrocity if you feel like doing that. Atrocity is pretty clutch, especially against decks that don't run Deny. You can just go over the top of them and finish off the game really easily. And we play CorVIna, which obliterates the top 5 cards of your deck to deal 1 to all enemies for each spell obliterated. This card is absolutely disgusting. The board clear plus face damage plus a 6/6 body is really insane. Obviously there are times where you can get pretty unlucky and hit a lot of creatures with this, but we play so many spells. We play 27 spells as opposed to 13 units, and most likely by the time you've played CorVIna, you will have played at least a couple of these other units if you've drawn them, and so you're very likely to hit like at least a 3+ CorVIna, which with everything that you're doing to chip down your opponent's board should pretty much clear it. And I mean, that's pretty much it. You really are just stalling to late, chipping away your opponent's resources, making them use cards to try and kill you before you get to your Commander Ladros, CorVIna Veraza turns. As long as you survive till like turn 9 and have a couple more turns to spare, in terms of survivability, you should be looking pretty good and be able to pretty handily close out the game. And like I said, this deck completely dumpsters aggro with all of our early game healing and tokens and stuff. So as you'll see in the video, it pretty much cleans up on aggro. But so if you're facing a lot of aggro, I would give this a shot. You want to try out the control archetype. This is a pretty safe craft. Vi is an especially safe craft because she's really disgusting. Elise is really good too. She fits into a lot of different archetypes like aggro, spider stuff, and just endure even. Lots of different like stuff that plays off of tokens. So two pretty safe champion crafts, can't really go wrong with them, and then everything else is like relatively cheap, barring the Commander Ladros and CorVIna Veraza. I guess if you're looking for more budget build, you could even cut like CorVInas even. I mean, you definitely want them. They're like super good, but you really want the Ladros more than anything. So you could even cut like Ladros, go up an Atrocity even, maybe something like that, or cut a CorVIna Veraza, go up something cheaper, like go up the Gotcha again or something cheap like that. This isn't like a budget deck by any means, but I mean, you could even cut the Ruination instead of that if you don't want to waste a epic slot crafting this. You could just cut a Ruination, even go up like another static, go up another Gotcha, something like that. Yeah, something like this maybe. But if you can get 2 CorVIna, definitely do it. If you can get 3 Ladros, for sure you should have 3 Ladros. But beyond that, it's like a fairly cheap deck. Besides that, all the spells are like relatively cheap. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Tomorrow we'll be doing a burn deck tech, which is the deck I used to climb to Masters. Still really strong on ladder. I mean, I don't think a lot of the top Masters are necessarily running a ton of like the healing stuff. There's some Shadow Isle stuff, like Deep can definitely get up there, and it seems like people are kind of straying away from the CorVIna on the ladder, so we might have a pretty easy time climbing with burn tomorrow. But yeah, look forward to that. I look forward to hearing from you. Besides that, have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye. Alright, we got Sejuani Timo with Vi. I mean, I don't know. I think we just beam it. It's gonna enable a Sejuani.
Too cute to go.
Might have static.
Have a mushroom. Have 3. I'm a peddler, not a meddler.
This is good because it sets up our whale. That's nice.
Put on me mask, secure me tail, start the day.
Probably has Mystic Shot. We could just set up our whale. Just make this spell mana.
I've always been a fun guy.
Just playing him, dude. Just get him in there. Hmm. You could respond with like a thermo beam on our Vi. So we can go for Vi Whale or Elise Whale, I guess.
I know
I think we'll
what
try that.
lurks in the shadows.
If he passes here, we could always just pass back too. We're not in a rush with this deck.
Oh, that's a harvest right there.
I burn 3, he burns 2. I'm kind of okay with that trade. It's fine. Now we even have Whale plus Vile Feast, which is nice.
I got ways to find me mushrooms.
Play this, we can't Whale, but we can Vile Feast. I don't think this guy wants to miss an attack, but we're also not really under any pressure. Okay. Bum, 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 bum.
I'm doing this my way.
Yeah, we can definitely just tempo out the Vi here. I don't know, he's not really doing anything that's particularly scary.
Scared? I don't blame you. One girl wrecking
Okay.
crew.
Hmm.
Move it.
I think we'll take out maybe the Peddler? I don't know. I think we'll go for the gotcha here. Could go for it on the Vi and then snipe it, but
Arrow! Pay dirt! They grow up so fast.
I'm just gonna take out this guy, I think. I mean, we're getting really close to our big turns here.
My pretties.
We could even level the Elise this turn if we wanted, I guess. I don't value the like Elise level up that hard though. Like, yeah, the Elise level up is just... I mean, it's okay, but he's putting on so little pressure. I mean, maybe it is just like, we should take the Elise level up while we have the chance. I don't really know what his plan is here, but he should be aware that he is
Put on me mask, secure me tail, start the day.
about to be going into turn 9. So we could say for Whale Grasp. There's no real reason to do that, I don't think. I can just Static Shock, I think. Okay. So Johnny's at 3 of 5. Definitely a little spooky. Is he gonna take the spider? Or is he gonna take the Elise? That's fine. Yeah. It's definitely alright. I mean, definitely just do this.
Oh, that's a harvest right there.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really do anything about a Vi level up here. Could... I kind of just have to take this.
So young. That's how we do it.
I think we just play the Skitter. There's no real reason not to. And now we're threatening his Vi. We can also just open attack with it. We don't need to do anything crazy.
I don't need a plan. Trouble coming at ya.
Yeah, I mean, we can just do this. We could also just hold back the Skitter. I don't think we necessarily need to, because now we're into our like Ladros turns. I guess we could have played Ladros first and attacked with him, but I'm not particularly worried. We should have enough healing to be able to power through these next few turns too.
Leave your bags at the door.
Okay. So does he not even have Sejuani? Okay. So Sejuani's leveled. If he passes here, we just pass back. I mean, we're not going to just give him a Sejuani attack here. Oh. Okay, well now he... Let's see, can he play the Sejuani still? No, he can't. So he could just go for the CorVIna. I mean, he could play 2 of these and we're just dead. Which makes me... I mean, we're not dead because we have the Vile Feast, but we're awfully close. Kind of makes me want to play a CorVIna here instead. Because if we get 5, we can potentially Vile Feast this.
Behold, my masterwork.
Well, we got 4. That's fine.
I'm back next.
Almost. Yeah, we just have to take that, unfortunately. Okay.
So long, City of Progress.
I mean, I think we just got second CorVIna, right?
They will learn to fear the sump.
Okay.
Ambition in time.
Alright. GG. You can only play 1 creature here. I mean, he could play a Sejuani and Frostbite 1 and then block the other one. Yeah. But then we have a significant amount of healing going into this next turn.
I was forged by winter.
And we can even just kill the Sejuani here.
Own what you take.
I will not suffer fools.
He has to block
Prove your
this.
worth.
He'd have to be on Elixir of Iron, but at least we could get it out now. Oh, he's healing his Nexus. That's interesting. He might be on Elixir of Iron, but in which case we can just get it out now and then grasp him next turn. Alright. Ooh, okay. Oh, that's pretty bad. We have a lot of healing though, so even if he has another Sejuani just in hand.
Who goes there?
I think I'm just gonna play the Vi, honestly.
Doing this my way.
Because we can Gotcha plus Grasp. Does he have Thermo? Ah. Let's see.
This would be a good winter.
Okay. So we're drawing like a little bit over 1 on average. So we'll just do the Gotcha here. Plus the Grasp on this guy, I guess. I mean, it would be insanely unlikely for us to draw 5, but he could... I mean, we could draw 3. And he could draw Mystic Shot. Ah, we drew none.
Hit 'em where it eats.
GG. GG.
That stands for victory.
True. Just Vi with Ionia. Interesting. I mean, we have a pretty decent hand. I don't really think we want the CorVIna that badly. I mean, he can deny later on and stuff. So maybe we want more early game here. This seems like it's probably more of a slower situation. I mean, I like Ladris more for sure. Oh, it's elusives with Vi, I guess then.
Down from the trees.
Okay. Oh, with that we should be able to have a pretty big field day with this.
Shadows, skitter out from the darkness.
Okay. This guy's playing really fast too. Holy moly.
The dark beckons.
Okay. We're just gonna do this.
We must all make sacrifices. Night falls.
I'm just gonna brood here.
Silent as death.
It's a pretty slow hand. I mean, I kind of want to just get the extra 1/1.
Suffer long.
I'd rather have the value. I'm not necessarily worried about.
Escape.
That doesn't make sense though. Okay.
The dark beckons.
So he draws a card, but we level our Elise.
Tear
Oh.
your breath.
Let me change into something more comfortable.
I mean, if he takes out multiple of our spiders, we can brood in response, so... Okay. So deep mids. Alright, GG, quick one with the Brood Awakening. I mean, I'm not sure what that guy was trying to accomplish with that deck anyway, but... This deck also has a fast mode. Okay, so we got an aggro matchup, so we should be pretty favored here. Barring a really slow hand, we kind of want Whale. Grasp is good for the Draven and potentially like a crowd favorite or something, but we definitely kind of want Brood or Whale or something that goes wide. It's not quite it. We got Grasp, which is something, and we got an Elise, which is also something. Oh, okay, cool. We got a Static Shock. That's really good.
Where's my axe?
Yes, this is like just looking like complete aggro. Do we take 3 either way. We take 4 if we develop the Elise. So I think we just thermo.
I know what lurks in the shadows.
Oh god, oh god. I done did a goof. Yeah, this is pretty bad. I mean, we can't really attack here. We don't gain anything out of it. But if he has crowd favorite on curve here, we're in trouble. Okay, we got a Whale, which is nice.
The party has arrived.
So we can grasp the Draven. We can wait for him to attack.
Watch and learn.
Oh, what? How does that make any sense, dude? Yeah, we're just gonna do this. We get a Vi next turn.
Draven
doing this my way.
Oh, nice. Okay. I got rid of the visual glitch because it changed to a different card. Does he have Thermo? No. Okay. Oh, he has Brood. Okay. Well, that is painful, but we have a Mystic Shot and a Static Shock.
Here's the fun part.
Let's see. We have a Mystic Shot, so we'll do this.
We could use a bite.
Okay. It's fine with me. Oh, that's even better. What? Okay, cool. I'm down. If he has Crab Favored on curve, it's gonna be painful, but we should be able to kill it with the... Yep. Okay. I mean, we can just wait for the attack and then put our spells down. I mean, we can just wail now and take out the whole board, which is insane. So we're just gonna wait for him to attack here.
Talent to the fists.
Yeah. This just absolutely decimates his board. Yeah, that's fine. He's using Burn on face, so we'll take those. So yeah, we can actually play Vi here into a gotcha. To a gotcha. Alright. GG. Yeah, this sounds like a really good time against Aggro. We found the whale, which was super important. So, but I mean, that's pretty much how that goes. Interesting. So we've got a Bilgewater Ionia Keg Control, my guess would be on that. Which means we can probably afford to be pretty slow here. This is going to be a plunder thing, so we definitely kind of want to keep a Ladros so that he doesn't yoink them away from us. Or he has lower odds of doing that. We could probably kick the Grasp. Well, alright, right back at you. But this hand is pretty solid.
I know what lurks in the shadows. We could use a bite.
I wonder if this plays Solitary Monk or something? I'm really interested in this deck, so I'm kind of glad we're playing a control deck, as we can see.
Order rewards its faithful.
Plays Shadow. Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
So yeah, plays Shadow Assassin. I mean, we have no real reason to Mystic Shot this. Actually, we do. He could have Plunder. We don't really want him to have Plunder here. Yeah, we don't really want him to get Plunder. I almost completely spaced on that. We want to deny Plunder as much as possible. So we could go for a Brood. Do we go for the Brood now? I mean, I kind of want him to develop so that he can't deny it. So I think we just attack. Ideally, he develops under 4 mana so that we can Brood, and he doesn't have a response. Perfect.
Sounds of prey. Sight them.
I mean, we get more damage, but this way we get the Brood off guaranteed. We flip the Elise.
Let me change into something more comfortable.
I mean, we have answers for pretty much anything he plays. If he plays the Twisted Fate here, he takes out all our spiders, which sucks, but... maybe he doesn't have it?
Heavy pockets, huh?
Yeah, I'm not gonna let you just have the Plunder. Plus I get value off of a spider here. If he has like Twisted Fate or something. This kind of forces him to Twisted Fate if he doesn't have it. Or if he has it, I mean, sorry. Yeah, well, he gets Plunder. It's a really weak Plunder. I mean, you can just pass, really. I kind of want to Mystic Shot this in case he has like a second one. I don't want him to get super value off of it. Can't play the TF anymore. There's the Pilfered Goods, which he just kept. Okay. He already has Plunder, so if he attacks, we can just let it through. 7. He could have gotten a Whale. God, that would suck if he got a Whale. He actually got a Whale. That's so troll, dude. It's actually so troll. Man, he didn't have an answer, and he just randomly drew our Whale. Okay. I don't think it's good to just use our Vile Feasts here.
Heavy pockets, huh?
I don't know, do we even want to trade this? Push 7. I would kind of like to save this guy, I guess, for a potential Vi level up. I don't know, we're definitely playing like more of a control game now. We didn't even have any glimpses to like do in response to that, man. He probably got our glimpses. That's okay. He has, well, he does. He can't have vengeance at least.
One girl wrecking crew.
Okay. It's pretty much tapped out. I wonder if this is just some sort of like yoink, dreadway, some sort of gangplanky stuff. Gangplanky. So you can get 5 to face. I don't know how much we value 5 to face. Might as well try. And if he kills the Spiderling, we could do an Elise's Crawling Sensation. Five to face is pretty strong. I mean, he killed that, so he could. I feel like I value having the Elise more potentially. It's like a fearsome blocker in case he yoinked our like Ladros or. Yeah, we'll just pass. We'll see what he does. And we also can't really let him just get Plunder, so.
Never lost a fair game, or played one.
Okay. So he went for the stun card, so he's really looking to Plunder here, I would assume.
Dead in their tracks.
So we could play Vi. We could also just play a second Elise. I think we just play a second Elise. If he has Grasp, then we have response to that.
Coins and carnage.
Okay, so we could. So we can't will this anymore, at least.
I'll show you.
I think we go like this. He doesn't get Plunder this turn. and we're getting really close to our dangerous turns for him. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna get 4 in ideally here. If he wills, we can grasp in response or something. Okay. So he got Will and Ladros off of his 2 out of his 3 steals were insanely high value targets. It's whatever, dude. Whatever, man. I mean, I'm okay with that.
Scared? I don't blame you.
I mean, I'm tempted to just end the round here. This is such a weird pass. Yeah, I think I'll just end the round. I mean,
You'll wanna give me some space. Promise.
okay. That's spooky. That's really spooky. I definitely didn't expect that, but that's pretty cool. I mean, if he open attacks here, we can... I mean, we have plenty of response. He actually stole... Dude, what? This game sometimes, dude. This game. His 3 steals were Brood, Ladros, and... What was the other one? It was Brood, Ladros, and... What was it? It was Brood, Ladros, and Whale to counter our Brood. Like, that's right. Man, that's really brutal.
Time to make some coin.
And he probably has Deny here, which is just like, absolutely destroys everything. It's like, does he just have everything? Probably. I mean, we have to do something like this, right? He just needs to deny. This leaves us at 5. There's like no great option here. Nah, that doesn't do anything. So it has to be whale, grasp, vile feast. Let's do it like this, I guess. He literally just needs deny. If we somehow live here, he doesn't have deny. We can CorVIna, I guess, but he has deny, right? He just recalls his own guy. We live at 1. That's super interesting. Okay. He didn't yoink.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Okay, he didn't get the allegiance proc. Well, but he gets the warning shot, yeah. Duh. That was a painful one. That was a really painful one. I definitely wasn't expecting a Minna. That's pretty cool. I respect that.